Hey there, I'm Courtney of CourtneyRivard.com, and I'm a coach who helps midlife moms find clarity in their life and the confidence to go after it. Today, we're going to dive into finding clarity in your life and what that means, how to do that, and how to do that. I chose the topic today because I feel like there are a lot of you that have found yourselves in a place in life where you feel like time's slipping away. You might not really know what you want. You might feel like you should be further ahead in your life, or you pictured yourself further ahead in life. You want to make the most of your life, but you're not really sure what that is or how to do that. I've talked to a lot of women who feel the same way as you, so including myself at times, so you are not alone. Um, One of my clients, she's a mom of two teenagers, and she's gotten to the place in life where her kids don't need her as much, and she's kind of forgotten who she really is or what she loves even. She's kind of lost her identity in the roles of being a wife and a mother. And yeah, she feels like she should be further ahead in life. She doesn't love her job, but she doesn't really know what she wants and doesn't really know, how to figure that out. She needs a little clarity. um, so what does it mean to find clarity, or what does clarity actually really mean? Well, I think that knowing your values helps you, find clarity, or knowing what's important to you, it really helps you solidify that, which is clarity. Um, So let's start with the values. Do you know what your values are? I did an exercise a couple years ago and came up with, I guess I have five. It's best to find like 3 to 5 values. Otherwise, it's hard to remember them and you kind of muddled in what they are. You can find lists of these values all over the internet. Just Google, list of values, and you'll get all kinds of things come up. Here's some ideas. Family, relationships, courage, ambition, faith, kindness, leadership, commitment, happiness, wealth, wisdom, justice, joy. The list goes on. Those are just a few. Like I said, I did this exercise a while ago. It was super helpful for me. I'll share mine with you. Mine, I have 5. 4 are like my, top, and then the 5th one is a little bit. But my first value, number one value, always first, is family. My other values are authenticity, courage, simplicity, and a little bit of adventure thrown in. Got to have that adventure. So let me share a story with you about how my value of family really helped me make a big decision. This past winter, I took a job as an inside sales rep with a company. And when I started, it seemed pretty good. My boss seemed pretty chill and easy to deal with. I was dealing with some family medical issues at the time, and it was difficult for my family. My boss was super cool, easy to work with, really understanding. Shortly after I started, they hired someone to manage the inside sales team. And she was not understanding. She was actually, well, literally, she was from hell, like the devil spawn. She totally was. Anyway, so she basically told me that I needed to have my butt in my seat from 8 to 5 every day, and I needed to find doctor's appointments for my child that were outside of work hours. Now, if you're a parent, you might be with me in wondering what planet this woman is from, where she lives, what planet she lives on. But those just don't exist. Like literally, they just don't. So I guess to make a long story short, it was a choose my job or my family situation. And since, as I told you, my number one value is family, that was pretty much a no-brainer, and I no longer work for that company. Funny story. I probably don't ever need to go back to corporate. Anyway, authenticity is another huge value for me. I'm a recovering perfectionist who was a notorious shapeshifter for a long time. I was always trying to kind of change who I was to fit into the situation, or, get attention, get validation, fit in, stuff like that. So I would say I'm definitely a recovering perfectionist, and as Brene Brown would say, I am aspiring. I aspire to be good enough, or I aspire to for good enoughness. Um, Over the years, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I've learned that I am enough just as I am. I don't need to pretend to be anyone else. I don't need to be the PTA president. I don't need to be the best parent. I don't need to be the best at everything I do. I just want to show up in the world and be who I was meant to be, because I think she's pretty great. And it's much less stress that way. I'm much happier. Um, so I ask myself, like, with decisions, or, where I'm trying to go, what I want, like, what's authentic to me, like, what's in integrity with me. So that's very important. I also mentioned courage. My mentor defines courage as meeting fear and just diving in anyway. Acknowledging that fear, saying, hey, fear, I hear you. You got something to tell me, but I'm good. I got this. I don't need you to screw with what I'm doing. So, to grow in life, which is a lot of our goals, and especially if you're in this place where you want to make the most of your life and find clarity in what you want, you want to grow. And in order to do that, we have to get out of our comfort zone sometimes, which is a little scary. Can be a little scary. It is scary sometimes. Fear usually shows up in that situation, and we have two choices. We can listen to our fear and say, "Oh, okay, fear, you think it's going to be hard. Okay, I'll stay here." Or we can say, "Thank you, fear. I hear that you're looking out for me. I hear you don't want me to get hurt or whatever it is, but I'm going to try this anyway." And we can just cross that bridge over outside of, to just outside of the comfort zone, and, meet that fear and kind of stare it in the face and just get over it. Like, just move forward, move through it. That's what I wanted to say. And I will tell you that having courage has gotten me a lot farther than listening to my fear. Fear has a place, but fear is oftentimes a little too present, and it's really easy to listen to it. So having courage, I understand, I recognize that it gets me farther along. It helps me grow. So I do try to practice courage whenever I can. So my other two values that I mentioned were simplicity and adventure. I like to keep things simple. I don't like complicated things. It helps kind of, if I'm decluttering my house or something like that, I remember, okay, can I get rid of this? Oh, but I don't want to because it's whatever. And then I think, I need to simplify. Do I really need this? That's an example of how simplicity works for me. An adventure, I mean, I just believe you have one life and you got to make the most of it. And so, you know what? If there's something you want to do, go after it, do it. It doesn't hurt to try. I like to have fun. And we all should have a little fun. So I think that's about it today. I do just want to tell you that if you are feeling a little stuck and looking for ways to feel a little happier, ways to find a little clarity in your life, check out Google the values. I'm going to be creating my own values worksheet, but for now, Google it. You'll find lots of ideas. And then I also put together a free PDF workbook that's called How to Be Happy, 3 Simple Practices That Will Change Your Life. And if you've considered that finding some clarity in your life might make you a little happier, this freebie is for you. So you can get it at courtneyrivard.com/how-to-be-happy. I should really take the dashes out of there next time. Anyway, I want to help you avoid feeling stuck and start this process of finding what lights you up. This workbook will help you do that. So once again, you can download it at courtneyrivard.com/how-to-be-happy. Thanks for listening, you guys. Please hit me up with any comments, or if you have any questions. I'm always happy to have that conversation. I will respond personally. I really appreciate you listening to this. I have lots of great stuff to share, and I hope you'll keep coming back. Have a great day.